Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Soulful Sunday. Today I have a review on Root Candles Tobacco Vanilla. Now they have sent me this candle for review, but I do want to let you know that this is my 100% honest opinion. This is a 10.5 ounce candle. It lasts, or is supposed to burn up to 70 hours. And they've revamped their style. So this is a Veriglass. The old Veriglass style used to have black, like a thick black kind of dome-shaped lid. The new lids look like this, and they're kind of, see how pretty that is? It's got the honeycomb on it for the beeswax. It's almost like a rose gold, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And now if we zoom in to the candle itself, that rose gold carries over into the actual label. And I think it's absolutely stunning. They've done a really good job on the new packaging. As you can tell by looking up at the top, I really haven't had any soot issues with this whatsoever. And with Root Candle too, the first burn on this candle itself took me about 3.5 hours to get a full wax pull right across the top. Some people have said it's taken them longer than that, but for me and my experience with the Veriglass, which this is the first Veriglass candle I've had by them, I've always bought the Queen Bee, but with this one particular candle, it took me 3.5 hours to get a wax pool on the very first burn. And another thing I want to mention too about Root Candles is I only take off the mushroom top. So yes, I do trim before each burn, but I only take the mushroom top off. If not, I've heard that you can, have some tunneling issues. And I actually did have tunneling issue on one candle I've had before with Root Candle, and it took a little while to correct itself. And I honestly believe it's because I cut the wick too short. So ever since then, I've only been cutting just the mushroom tops off, and I have not had an issue since. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom back out. We're going to go over the description. Sorry about that. So the description reads, an earthy combination of tobacco leaves, pine, patchouli, and oak moss mingle with smoky notes of caramel, sugar, and marshmallow. What I get, we'll start off by what I get. I get a little bit of the tobacco leaves, but first and foremost, the smoky note hits you. As soon as you light it up and it starts to pull out, the smoky note hits first. In behind that comes the marshmallow and also the tobacco leaf. Tobacco leaf, and I've said this in my last video, tobacco leaf has a sweet scent to it, but it's not too sweet, but it does have a scent, sorry. Oh goodness, I'm not going to redo this video. But it does have a sweet note to it, a sweet scent to it. So what I get right off the bat is a smoky note hits, then a little bit of a tobacco leaf, the marshmallow, and I'd say a slight bit of caramel, like not a whole lot, but just a slight bit of caramel in behind it. This candle is, I'd like to compare it to two other scents that we know of. Hopefully most of you watching this video would have had Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside, as well as Kringle's Cozy Cabin. Now I'd say it's kind of in between the two of them. I find it not as sweet as Marshmallow Fireside, but a little more sophisticated than Marshmallow Fireside. And I would say it's not as smoky as Cozy Cabin. It kind of, if the two of them had a baby, it would kind of be the baby. It's a little bit of both. It's definitely got the smoky note from both of them. It's definitely got the marshmallow from both of them, but not as sweet as Marshmallow Fireside and not as smoky as Cozy Cabin, which is great because I can't do Cozy Cabin. It's just way too smoky for me. For this video, I did melt some Cozy Cabin just to compare, and I did light my Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside to compare as well. And I could only light Cozy Cabin for 15 minutes before my head started hurting. So but I can do this one. And to be honest with you, I say out of all three, this one would be my favorite because of the notes that are in it, and because it's not as sweet and not as smoky. So I think this is going to be like my new go-to marshmallow fire type of scent for the fall. Now, this scent, and I've said in my last video as well, kind of brings me, you know, to a comfort zone, as well as it's a bedroom candle as well as a comfort candle. It is sexy and it is also comforting. It's kind of interchangeable. There's only one other candle that I've ever had that's interchangeable, that changes from one to the other. And this one, I believe, can be used for both moods, for a comforting mood as well as for a romantic setting as well. I absolutely do love it. It's got about a 7 in strength when it's lit. It threw through half of my house, and about a 7. So it's traveled from my office, my bedroom, into my mudroom and into the living room. So about half of my house, it's thrown right through half of my house, which is really good for a candle this size. And to be honest with you, I was expecting it to be strong, but I wasn't expecting it to throw as far as it did. And that was a complete surprise to me. And you know what? I think I'm going to pick up a couple more of these because it was such a great performer for me. Now you can see that there's a little bit of residue on it. That doesn't bother me. That does bother some people. Me, myself, I usually use Hurricanes, but with this candle I have not, just because I want to give it a fair review. And to me, it's just such a sexy candle to even look at. It's beautiful. So it's something that I will, you know, buy more of, and different scents in the Veriglass as well, just to have for candlescapes for the the romantic setting or the comforting setting that I want it to go with. So, and Heidi, if you're watching, this might be one that you want to pick up for your Game of Thrones, I think you watch. This would be a scent that you would love for that. So anyways, that's my review. Would I buy it? Again, absolutely. I have to pick a few more up for sure. Now, Root did give us a code that's worth 40% off right up until the end of August. So until August 31st. And the code is reviewers17. So REVIEWERS 17. That will get you 40% off. Also, I believe if you spend $75 or more, you also get free shipping within the 48 continental states. I'm not sure about Canada, but I know in the States the free shipping is after $75 spent. Now, I chose this candle for today's topic, Soulful Sunday topic, which is dream, live the life you've always dreamed of. And the reason why is because this is such an inspiring scent. It's comforting. So when I was sitting down and I was just meditating on the candle, it reminded me of what I dreamed to aspire to do. You know, what do I need to do to live my life and fulfill my dreams? So I'm going to leave you with a quote, and it says, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. And if you don't step forward, you'll always be in the same place. So I encourage all of you to sit down and really consider where your life is, where you want to go, and make kind of a map on how to get there. I started by writing out 5 things I've always dreamed of doing, that I was always kind of nervous of doing, you know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tick them off one by one as I go. So maybe make a list of a few things that you are a little nervous to try, but you've always kind of wanted to. Spread those rings, look into the horizon, and just do it. Just jump in and do it. Maybe start off with the least scary and go from there. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.